Hello everybody, this is Vikström and the subject of today concerns General Franco a little bit. The winner of the Spanish Civil War did get some help in doing so. He did get help from Nazi Germany, which was very much appreciated, and from Italy, which was not as appreciated because of the lackluster performance by the Italian troops. However, Franco was going to return the favor by joining the Axis in the upcoming World War II. However, Franco was a bit sneaky and he was able to wiggle himself out of any commitments he had, done, and Hitler could never persuade him to do so, and Spain remained a neutral power within World War II. However, Franco was willing to supply Nazi Germany with free labors, especially if they had fought on the losing side in the Spanish Civil War. And a lot of these people showed up in various death camps and labor camps around the Third Reich, and which leads us to the movie we're going to review today. The movie is called The Photographer of Mathausen. One of the inmates at Mathausen concentration camp is called Boinks. I'm bad with Spanish names, alright, but he has experience in camera work and photography, and he gets selected by the commandant to, take pictures of what goes on in Mathausen. And what goes on in Mathausen? Evil stuff. Mathausen, not being one of the more famous concentration, death or labor camps in the history of the Nazi regime, not in the same recognition as Treblinka, Sobibor or Auschwitz, but still 300,000 people met their demise there. And they were very proud of how evil they were, and how efficient they were at killing people and stuff like that. And they were basically gloating in front of the camera. Look how good we are at doing the Führer's wish and all that stuff. He gets to hear in a radio that they have smuggled in that Germany has lost the Battle of Stalingrad. Boinks thinks that this will probably lead to that Germany will lose the war, and if they lose the war, they're probably going to get rid of all the evidences that all of the wrongdoings at Mathausen will ever be revealed. So he tries to fight his own little personal war against the oppression and the Nazis by trying to save as many photos as he can, negatives, photos, whatever, to try to save the evidence for the for a post-war scenario in which you can show, hey, this is the stuff that went on, I took the pictures and here are the evidence of wrongdoings happening. So in almost a heist-like thing, he tries to save stuff. And is he going to be discovered? Because if he's being discovered by this, they wouldn't hesitate a second of killing this guy. So that is our movie in a nutshell. There is different kinds of bravery that has been shown on screen, and I have a very soft spot for this type of small little braveries that being shown in a big perspective, because as an inmate in a labor camp, death camp, he can't do really that much. This is his small little revenge, and I found that very fascinating and rooting for Boinks the entirety of this movie. The Photographer of Mathausen is a pretty excellent movie. It shows you exactly how important it is with authenticity when you have these kind of scenarios. The German speaks German, the Spanish guy speaks Spanish, and it is shot in color. You hear that, Steven? This is why this movie is almost as good as Schindler's List, and not the far inferior movie which it would have been if you only would have shot it in either color or having people speak German and Polish. God damn it! Well, I'm willing to die on that hill. Okay, but we're getting sidetracked. It is a horrible situation we are in, and it is so tense sometimes, and it is so horrible to see all these things happen. And that you're with this movie almost from the get-go until the finale. The Photographer of Mathausen has tense, it has good acting, not everything is great, and sometimes you can see that the lack of a bigger budget shows sometimes, but it is still a very well put together movie. I think that if you have never seen this movie before, I would strongly recommend it. It's a powerful story, it's a fascinating story, and it is a story where I actually think it's benefited from it being a feature-length film and not a documentary. The Photographer of Mathausen has everything you need for a compelling Holocaust drama. It has attention to details, it has attention to history, it has great acting, it has great cinematography, and it doesn't try to write you on the forehead what to think. And even though sometimes the movie gets a little lost on, you know, some side plot or stuff like that, but it is minor stuff, I still think this is a very solid, a very well put together, one of the best Spanish movies I have actually seen. And if you've never seen this one, I strongly recommend you check it out. High authenticity, good acting, a very well put together movie. I give this movie 77 points. There are minor things here and there that I think is not perfect. They are minor complaints. This is a very good movie, and I strongly recommend it if you haven't seen it. By the way, how do you pronunciate, you know, boix? Is it boix or is it bois or something like that? That sounds too much French for me, but anyway, tell me in the comment section how to pronunciate this name, but I'll see you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.